Peace and blessings, family. My name is Slate Stone. Welcome to Network Distribution, Organic Network Building and Growth. Thank you again for tapping in. Thank you for choosing to invest in a skill set that you can learn that is unique only in the way that I'm teaching it and the way that I use it and we use it over here. So in our last module, in the last video, we went over what is a network, what is social networking. In this module, you will be learning a little bit about distribution and then more about network distribution. So thank you again. Definitely tap into the Zooms we will be having. Definitely leave a comment on the video under this video. Reach out if you have any questions. If you would like some one-on-one, if you'd like to pick my brain, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, visit networkabs.com. You can email us at info@networkabs.com, or you can text 559-791-8468. And we appreciate you for tapping in. So with network distribution, as I've basically let you know, it's a form of community development online. It's also a way of organically building your network, growing your network in online and offline. Network distribution will allow you to provide a service not only for your brand, but you can also provide this service for others. And so what is distribution? Distribution is the action of sharing something out among a number of recipients. The way in which something is shared out among a group or spread over an area. So that is distribution. The action of sharing something out and the way that it's shared out to a group or spread out over an area. So think about your brand, think about your product, think about your promotional share, which we'll get into that, what a promotional share is. Think about what it is you're trying to get out. Is that a message? Is that a promotion? Is that an image? Is that a point? Is that an opinion? Whatever it is you're trying to share out among those who subscribe to your networks or those who utilize space on your digital real estate, be it Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Tumblr, Flickr, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, wherever your digital real estate is in the matrix, and your followers and your subscribers, what is it you're trying to get out to them? What are you trying to share to them? So the way that you share it out to them and getting that information or whatever it is to them is how you distribute your information or your brand or your image or your visual or your content. That's how you distribute to your network. What's the importance of that? As we've discussed and as we've learned in the BWO and the ABS, passive impact leads to passive income. The more people you impact, the more income will come. I shared with you in the previous video of how I've used one digital property, constantly sharing using the network distribution formula that I'm giving you in this course, and it's made thousands of dollars. It's done that for other people. No, it's not about the money, but that is added, that's a plus to it. You can make some money, and that's what most of us have a business for. Business is the activity of life, so we're in this for a reason. You invested in this course for a reason. You're here because you want to learn. You're here because you want to grow. You invested your money and your time because you're looking to recoup or reciprocate that money, that currency, that energy, that flow. You're trying to reciprocate that in some way, shape, or form. And or you may just be trying to reach the masses. You may just want to grow your audience. The network distribution formula will allow you to do that. How important is that to you? How important is it to be able to reach all of your followers across all of your social media networks, across all of your social media platforms? all those applications, all those websites that are on your device. How important to you is that to reach those people? If you could get 50 eyes, just 50 people looking at your information, 50 people looking at your promotion, 50 people looking at your sale, 50 people looking at your book advertisement, 50 people looking at your course, your ad, whatever it is. If you could just have 50 people a day looking at that times 30 days a month, that's 150. 150 sets of eyes looking at your content or your material or information that you've distributed through distribution on your platforms. That's 150 a month. Now we know 50 is a small number. And we also know that there are algorithms and whatnot. But what is the importance of being able to grab those eyes, especially in today's society? What is the importance of distributing your information or disseminating whatever it is you need to across your networks, across your digital properties? As Brother Ben tells us, you have your digital property set up online, and you don't know who's online at any point in time of the day. Millions and billions of users connected across the world, connected in different forms or fashion, in different search engines, finding content under different algorithms and systems. How do you pull up? How are you aware? You only want one post a day? You only want to distribute one post a day? Yes, that's good. But what's one post among millions against the algorithms also? Fighting the machines, fighting the programs that people pay for, such as Facebook ads, Twitter ads, sponsored posts, and social networking services. Like I said, those services range from a minimum of $3,000 to $5,000 a month. You could do this on your own and distribute your own. That's the importance of learning network distribution. We've built our brand in and off the matrix through network distribution, 168 plus countries around the world, using this formula, generate millions of streams to our platform without paying for ads, without paying for social networking services, without paying for Google rank, without paying for any of that. Simply utilizing the information I'm giving you now has allowed us to build our company, has allowed us to generate awareness, has allowed us to share and grow from sharing and bring in followers and bring in new business ideas and bring in new leads, share our business models. And we've seen people gravitate, and be like, oh, well, they're just using the dashboard. They're just using TweetDeck. No, they're just using Hootsuite. I can do that. Okay, cool, do that. But distribution of your content, of whatever value you bring, whatever solutions you provide is very important in today's age, in today's society. Network distribution will help you do that. That's the importance of it. If you got let's say you're on 5 different social media sites and you got 1,000 followers or true followers, not bots, not paid for likes, that all your followers are from some foreign country that are fake brand new accounts. A lot of people are doing that. Don't do that. That's not organic, in my opinion. That's not beneficial to your brand. That's like faking it. That's like saying you filled up a building at a concert and you had all robots in there. It wasn't real people. What's the benefit in that? Okay, you got a whole bunch of robots sitting in here, some machines. It looked good on camera, looked like you had the building filled, but none of those people, they weren't even real. Like, what is that going to do for your brand or for what it is you're trying to attain? So the importance of distribution, again, without getting off track, is whatever it is your brand wants to perpetuate, push, share, generate awareness for, be seen, generate engagement, attract eyes. If you have your book, for instance, we have Phenom Radio. It was important for me to distribute what Phenom Radio was. It was important for me to distribute, as I'm doing now, what network ABS is. What is the ABS tribe? What is the BWO tribe? What is private banking? What is digital real estate? It's important for me as a brand and an affiliate, and as someone who benefits from that information and wants to help others to get that out. So how do I do that? I have to distribute that information to my networks, to my network in the hip hop community. I do it with the hip hop. I do it with the magazines that we built, the magazine companies. I do it with the television companies we built, those PRs, those managers, across LinkedIn, across Ning sites. If you don't know what Ning is a company that allows you to build a social networking type site. It was real popular back in the day. There are still people that use it, like This Is 50. This is 50.com. It's 50 Cent's website. He uses a Ning platform where you can collect users, collect followers. They can socialize and whatnot there on that one digital real estate, that property. So it was important for me, as I do now, like I was saying, I get information out across all of these platforms daily, all the time, every hour on the hour. And I'm not behind the computer every hour on the hour. I sleep, I eat, I leave, but my information is constantly in distribution. My content is continually in distribution, like a warehouse, like Amazon. Constantly got orders, constantly got drones flying and dropping off packages, constantly got drivers dropping off packages, dropping off work. Think of distribution that way. How could that help your brand? How important is that to your brand or your product? It's very important. So how you can use distribution, I've kind of given you some examples of that, but how you can use it to your advantage is, for instance, I've mentioned the Nerve DJs. I've mentioned the Hype Magazine Network. I've mentioned the Woo World Network, MBTV Network. There's plenty of different groups throughout the hip hop culture. Allhiphop.com. I've been able to work with them. Global Grind. There's so many. But for instance, I'll go the core DJs. I'll go back to, for instance, the core DJs. I was working with the then vice president of the core DJs, which is DJ3316 at DJ3316. I'll get him on here. You'll be able to hear his testimony, his video. But then at the time, we had Phenom Radio. We would go out to South by Southwest, and we'd have shirts. We had a Give Me Your Music campaign. This is how we use distribution to our advantage. So we were smashing online with network distribution. We'd go out to events with our shirts, music events that said, "Give me your music." We also ran a campaign online called Give Me Your Music Campaign. Check that hashtag, Give Me Your Music Campaign. Go check out the Facebook. Go check out all the pictures, thousands and hundreds of artists. You're going to find pictures and artists that we organically built with. We spin their music. We've grown with them. We've helped them push their brand. They invested money in their sales through us. Vice versa, we invested in them through our platform, and we grew that way. So back to DJ3316, through network distribution, we began to, before he became the vice president of this coalition, I believe, which is the largest DJ coalition in the world right now. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking 4,000 to 5,000 DJs, every single radio station you can think of, every club event that may be top 40 or urban, not serious radio, they have a DJ from their coalition there at the event. The power from that I've explained. But anyway, the vice president that was the former vice president, DJ3316, We were doing the Give Me Your Music campaign. We did that online for several months. We'd show up at events with the Give Me Your Music shirts, real big on the front and back, and our brand colors with signs and backpacks. So we're going to these events where everybody is looking to get their music out. I'm talking South by Southwest had, I want to say, millions of people out there, a few 100,000 walking the streets for a week. It's out there. You can look it up. And so we were out there, and in an environment where everybody's trying to give something, we were out there saying, receive, give it to us. So we had our bots, not our bots, we had our automation, because we were using Hootsuite and TweetDeck at this time. We had our automation processed going online at that time, and then we were doing it in real time. This is where we are. This is where we are. So back to my story. If you can't correlate the importance of that, being at an event while you're online is working and distributing, promoting that event, saying this is where we are, find us in the streets, we're out here, on top of us being on our devices, going live, sharing pictures like we're on the corner of such and such, here we are, come see us with this artist at this event. This was all happening in real time, distributing our content, distributing our value. So with DJ3, there was an up-and-coming artist then who nobody knew at that time called Yella Beezy. You may know Yella Beezy now, but at that time, nobody knew Yella Beezy. Yella Beezy was a regular person. Not saying that he isn't now, but he wasn't the superstar that he is now. And DJ3 hit us up, wanted me to sit on a panel, come out to an event and check him out. This is when he was just an underground artist. He just wanted to open up. No jewelry, no fly cars, no thousands of dollars, no hundreds of dollars, t-shirt, jeans, out there trying to get it. That's it. This was like somebody you'll just walk by, you know, just an average regular person. No tats everywhere, no nothing. Before what you know of Yella Beezy. So what we did through our network distribution, through distributing our content, we got called and booked to go out to Kansas. So we traveled out there, went out there, sat at an event with Moby Dick, some other people out. Moby Dick is a producer from No Limit. We sat on an event. We spoke about, you know, radio and things of that nature, and we watched some artists perform. So we seen Yella Beezy out there that time, chopped it up with him a little bit and his people. Then we went to South by Southwest, doing the same distribution thing, chopped it up with Yella Beezy, still growing there. He was out there. We got pictures and stuff with him. And at that point, Yella Beezy and his managers seen value in what it was we were doing. They were seeing how we, as a radio station, were distributing our content and network, and it was like, hey, can you all help us? Can you all help us? We did. We were able, through distribution of our content, make a connection and a lead. And there were other artists, but I just mentioned Yella Beezy because of who he is now. If you know hip hop and music, most of you all know who he is. So we took his content, we generated covers, artwork for his singles. We took his records and distributed that out on a daily basis. We put his new singles in our daily machine, in our methods, our formula. Boom, boom, boom. Running it every day. Different promotion for him, his SoundCloud. Check this artist out. Run it every day, along with our content. Along with that content I was telling you, the Nerve DJs, where I hooked up with DJ Johnny O. We're distributing this network daily. Every hour you got something new coming out. Not the same ad, the same picture every day. And the value in that is because you never know who's online. You never know what time they're online. There's always somebody new that's going to find your stuff. So don't worry about just posting one thing one time and that's it, like I already posted that. I suggest you tap into the BWOs, tap into digital real estate, because network distribution, this formula along with digital real estate will put you above a lot of people. You'll surpass a lot of people without having 5 people on your team, without having thousands of dollars for your brand to invest. You just have some time and a social media presence and an internet connection, and you'll be good. But so we did that. We put Yellow Beezy in that system daily, daily, eventually running that every day, several single projects, doing the artwork for them, generating the traffic, telling our networks of radio stations, magazines, blog site, entertainment companies, yo, check this man out. We just added him to our cycle that's going out, that's distributing. He was able to get picked up, and now you have Yellow Beezy of today. Do we have a plaque on the wall? No, we don't. But I guarantee you, you talk to DJ3, I'll have him come on here. You talk to some of the people that we talk to, it's that important. That's some of the advantage. That is some of the value. That's how you could use it. Now, I gave you an example of using it through hip hop, but you can do that for your brand. We've done it with other things other than an artist. We've done it with businesses. We've done it with DJs and gotten some of our DJs, DJ Suede, through running him and his mixes, creating visuals for him, putting him in our daily machine and our daily formula. He was able to get jobs, book venues, getting paid to spin and put his mixes overseas on Clear Channel all across the U.S. They're calling him out there simply off of what we did. And you'll be able to hear his story also at DJ Suede USA. He'll be on here and tell you the benefit of distribution, how we helped him distribute his network distribution. He was in our network. We took his content, we took his links, we took his images, created images and whatnot, and added that to our machine. Some of you might be like, well, I don't want to pump somebody else. What benefit is that for me? Well, community development is building people and linking people with people. What value do you bring? What makes you unique? This is what we've done. Yes, some people did not like it. Some people was like, I don't want you pumping my brand. And to me, they didn't want that because we were the only ones doing it how we do it, one. And two, we would go harder than some of the brands we would even pick up. We'd be pushing their brand more than they would. And so sometimes that makes people feel a certain kind of way. And we weren't getting paid for that. We were operating in community development, building a network, spreading out information, building people and linking people with people is what we were doing on and offline. So we went over distribution, what it is. I gave you some of the importance of distribution, and I've also let you know how you can use that to your advantage. So network distribution, the reason why you're here. Network distribution distributes all physical and digital materials needed to further the expansion of the brand or organization via social media, guerrilla, and organic marketing techniques. Taking that content, distributing it everywhere, all content. If it's a physical flyer in the world, give me the source file. Give me the image. Let me go to the website. Let me see what image best represents this website. High quality photos. High resolution photos. We live in an HD, 4K, 5K world. iPhones and Google Pixel cameras, you have to make sure that it looks a certain way. But we took all the physical and digital materials from certain brands, starting with our own, and distributed that. We took all those digital materials, physical materials from some of those brands I mentioned to you. For instance, if you go to ABS Tribe Network, at ABS Tribe Network on Instagram, hashtag the ABS Tribe Network, or ABS Tribe Network, hashtag, look at it on Facebook and go through the feed. Look at some of those businesses. Look at some of those brands. Look how it runs. Look at the times. And I guarantee you, which we'll get into later, I'll show you some of the analytics or some of the insights. You may look at those posts and be like, oh, it ain't no likes on this post. It ain't no likes on this post. It ain't no likes on this post. But I'll show you a post with 1 to no likes on it reached 1,500 people, seen by 2,000 people, seen by 800 people. That's what you want. You want to distribute your network distribution. What's the importance in that? What's the importance in distributing all the physical and digital materials needed to further your brand? It's very important. That's why you're here, through network distribution. How did you find out about this? Was it through the ABS Tribe Network? Was it through word of mouth? Was it through a tweet? Was it through a Facebook feed post? Was it through search engine optimization? Was it through a hashtag? Was it through an image you seen? Was it from a share of somebody on their timeline? Was it word of mouth? Was it a phone call? Was it an email blast? How did you come here? How did you find me? How did you find this video? How did you find this course? How did you hear about this? I guarantee you, you heard about this and you're here now through what I'm telling you, through network distribution. Distributing the network. What is the network? The ABS tribe, the BWO tribe. That's the affiliation. So now I take what the BWO has, content, images, links, value, videos, repost, direction, content, on and offline. Offline. Physical materials, online, digital materials, as you see here on the screen. NetworkABS.com. Take that, run that through the network distribution formula, and it grows the network. They don't necessarily have to say, yo, or whoever it is. Don't have to say, Slade, I need you to do this. I need you to take this, do this, and then what you're going to do is, no. They have their own form of distributing their network. But bring a whole nother machine and add it to it, doing the same thing. That's the unity. What's the power of unity? Do I have to explain that? That's the importance of it. Network distribution. What is it? What it is, its importance. It's very important. It's important to your brand because not only are you helping and involving your business or brand in community development, and you don't have to just pick whatever. If you're we're a radio station. I'm an MC. I'm a radio host. I'm a radio station owner. So anything related to that, I'm going to put on my channels through my network distribution system. We had a Rolodex, a digital Rolodex of radio stations that we came in contact with in our network, thousands of stations. Through sharing their content, adding them into our system. Now our audience sees them, they see us, those that choose to begin to work with us. Now we're working together. Now our brand is seen on theirs is seen on ours. It's like a collaboration in music. You got whoever singing together. You got Rihanna and Beyonce. Rihanna got hers, her audience. Beyonce got hers, her audience and following. But when they do a collaboration or a song or an album together or a video, they now reach each other's audiences. That only magnifies the reach. That only magnifies the project or the song. So through doing that, through network distribution, the importance of that, we were able to link with other radio stations, build our network, searching for different radio stations, connected with those radio stations, and now they're running on our timelines in our network distribution formula machine, and however they do on their side, it may be not be anywhere near ours, but we're still involved. We're still in a cross promotion and a cross building scenario, and it works. It works for both of us in search engine optimization, because now instead of Phenom Radio just pulling up from the work we're doing, now we're pulling up with 103. Also, when people search 103, they're finding 103 in Phenom Radio. When people search Phenom Radio, they're finding 103. When people are searching ABS Tribe, they're seeing Slate Stone. When people search Slate Stone, they're seeing ABS Tribe. That's how the internet works. That's how the machines work. That's how search engine optimization works. The analytics, the metadata, the Google rank, all of those things, research those terms. That's how it works. So with knowing how it works that way, that's not changing. They're only adding to that. Ingrain your business and your brand in that formula and make it work for you through network distribution. Build your network. You're a book writer. You have a site. You're writing your book. That's on how to grow your garden. You got a book, or your website is on growing and doing things like that, gardening. Find other gardeners. I'm sure you follow other gardening pages. Some big, some small, some new, some old. Start working with them. Take them, run them through your network distribution machine, and watch how it works for you. They'll be reaching out to you like Hootsuite reached out to us. Reached out to me. I remember on 2 occasions they wanted to get me on a call early. And Hootsuite makes over $800 million a year, probably more now, because they just upped their price like by 10 per month. It's almost $100 a month to use their service, when we used to pay $9, $10 for pro accounts, $15 for pro accounts. Now, at a minimum, you're going to spend about $100 to utilize their service. And they're the only one like that until you tap into our network app. You don't want to miss that. Visit networkabs.com. Get on the wait list for the app. It will be perfect for network distribution. Plug your business, plug your brand, hit the button, get on the list. It's going to be perfect for what it is I'm teaching you with the push of a button. The way I'm doing it now is old in a sense, because now we have applications. The app is in work right now. Once that's set to go, it'll be a matter of pushing the button. Go, stop, done, schedule, place, here, boom. That quick, on the go. You're on your phone anyway. So network distribution is very important. Use it to your advantage. Again, network distribution distributes all physical and digital materials needed to further the expansion of the brand or organization through social media, guerrilla marketing, guerrilla techniques. Guerrilla is doing it without instruction, off the whim, right now. Make it happen now. Not let's sit down and think about it. Let me talk. Yes, you have to have thought, but you got to be on it, on top of it. Soon as it come out, same way we see viral videos and stuff come out. Soon as it hit, multiple people got it on their sites, the big boys. They got people waiting for that stuff. They waiting and watching. They have their sites, their list, waiting for the next story, the next paparazzi picture, the next viral, and then they sharing it across their network. If you had a network distribution system in place, whatever it is that you wanted to put in there, boom. As soon as it come out, create the ad for it, create the promotional share for it. As you can see through searching hashtag the 1000 network, hashtag the ABS Tribe network, hashtag network ABS, hashtag network distribution. Again, network distribution was not a job title. There was no job description until I created it. Through the creator. The creator used me and gave me the gift, and I created it. So as you see others using it, I'm telling you the source of it, and I'm thankful for that. That's how it works. Some of those people, we've taken their brand, run them in our machine, and now they're using network distribution without this course. They didn't get it like this. They were just, we take hashtags that we see are popping or we think are key and we just use them. That's okay. But be intentional with your promotion also. Be intentional with your hashtags. Create your own. Start from zero. Use distribution. Use network distribution. Trust me, it works. I've helped build, I want to say hundreds. I've helped build many brands and helped them build their network. I've helped them build exposure. I've broke artists into the mainstream industry through my system that was given to me by the creator. I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. I'm just telling you what it is. So again, thank you for tapping into this program. Hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you've gained more insight to, got some more value from as we're leading up to the technical aspects of network distribution. I have to take you through these steps so that your mind grasp, what it is we're doing, its importance, and how to use it. Visit networkabs.com, hashtag networkabs. If you'd like, make a video concerning this. Share it on your social media. Share it on our timelines, good or bad. We welcome all feedback. Like I said, if you want to text me, ask me any questions, you want to email us, info@networkabs.com. Visit networkabs.com. Make sure you get on the list for the app. It will be a 101. There will not be another like it. And it's only competition. I guess it's only rival or the only one competitor right now that's even a fraction a bit close to it is Hootsuite. And like I said, they've reached out to me a couple times to get me to share with them how they can better their app. But I can't do that because they're not going to give me a check, and they make over $800 million a year. But you can get in on that wave. Networkabs.com. Again, I'm Slate Stone Music. God bless you. Measure yourself to yourself, not to what others have done. Be you, be different, be honest, be creative, and stay blessed.